Hello, 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 Leos. Welcome, welcome. Woo! It's Friday, guys. I'm recording this on what a day is today? The 19th. Wow. Not too far off from these energies for next week, for the 22nd through the 28th. We're at the last week. We are at the last week of February. Love month is over, guys. It isn't. You still got through March. And people are saying, what is she talking about? Well, human mating season. It goes for about another month. Anyway, so that's just sort of behavioral stuff. So anyway, so I'm here to do your intuitive tarot from the 22nd through the 28th. And for those of you that are brand new, my name is Patty. And I am an empath that does intuitive tarot, as well as intuitive coaching, spiritual coaching, and also life balance coaching. My new degree's in nutrition and fitness, so I do that. But you know what? Divine has me going other routes, but I do it. So anyway, no really new announcements. So this is for the last week. Next week, I will announce a little bit how I'm going to do the week of the 10th, because I'm having some knee replacement surgeries, guys. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this at all. In fact, I weep over my knee. It's like, it's my knee. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm an empath. So I'll announce that, how I'm going to do that. I probably am going to maybe have to pre-record a couple of things. So just for those 2 days while I'm really high on drugs and pain. So we'll have to do that. So I'll let you know about that. Only other announcement right now is full moon. We have a full moon this week. Full moon being the 27th. This hair is just bugging my eyeball. So the 27th is a full moon in Virgo. So you guys are going to get to see a lot of intensity from the Virgo, a lot of focus. This full moon is about focus and clarity. It's also a focus in on about your inner self is just going to fight not wanting to change. Put it that way. That's the full moon energy, but a lot of it has to do with clarity, and some of it's spiritual clarity. So if you're having really lucid dreams or weird dreams, that's typical, probably starting the 25th through the 3rd of March, because the moon's energies go from a few days before to a few days after. I mean, they're still there, but they're ramping up. So that's where that is. So let's see where we've got going for the three energies out of the oracles for the theme of the week. Oh, that's interesting. And the first energy is going to be from the past. Second is from the current, and future is, of course, the future. However, I focus more on what's going on now, because that future can change depending on your vibrations, depend on your choices, depend on your decisions about all kinds of things. So now, the first card is about the divine wants the past energy to be of decisions and choices, of your foundation of where they were being made, where they are, where you're focusing in on changing those to bring those to the current. And what that means is sometimes we make decisions out of brokenness, and things are not helping us transform into a positive, healthy lifestyle. I'm going to turn just a little bit, because otherwise you're going to see donuts in my glasses all the time from this light. So the energy from the divine for this past energy is the swan. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. This was who was that? Aries middle energy, or the middle for the current. But this is for your past. So the swan is about transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. It is really, really hard to trust psychic gifts, because it's in the second dimension, and the second dimension cannot be proven per se. It can be, but it's really, really hard to trust yourself in that. However, somebody is not trusting the process as well. And if you see a black dot in my teeth, I apologize. I just had some chia seeds in a protein shake, and I feel them in there somewhere. Anyway, It is about the process of change and the process of growing from old self to new self, growing from a child to an adult, growing from immature to maturity. Some people are sort of broken that their mind process doesn't allow that in a healthy way. It allows the process to be transformed, but it goes from young to immature to destructive rather than constructive in your choices and your decisions. Again, the first card out is about the divine and the way that you're making your choices and decisions to help your transformation from time frame to time frame to time frame, from destiny to your purpose. Okay, current energy out, the wounded ego, the human wounded ego. Yeah, I love this little guy. He's great artist, great artist. Definitely. I think the artist is I don't know if that's Dennis or Denise Gardner, but I just love the art. Anyway, the goblin is about the wounded human ego. Okay, we were just talking about the past. Hello, Midnight. You can ask a question if it's relevant to what I'm talking to. I will answer it at that time, but if not, it will be at the end. All right, definitely you can ask questions. I always say that. So the past transformation is about being broken. And ego, human ego, pride. Download pride. Pride is a huge, huge thing that we need to overcome. We can't grow in pride. Excuse me, we cannot grow in pride. So this is a current energy that we need to do that. Okay. And so then the future energy is, and I won't keep this up because some people are acrophobias. What do they call that? Spiders. But the thing is, it's a creative project. So the only reason why I bring that up, the spider and the creative project, is because the web is very finely made. It is creativity made. I can't even speak today, guys. But this is something to create. Now, sometimes when we have to transform, we have to be creative in that. Because when we are so broken or making decisions poorly in that, we have to sort of change our process of thinking. All right. And so I think somewhere up here on the top is going to be when your life isn't going right, that video. The divine had me do this month 2 videos. And I see now why he did, because all he wanted to talk about how you make your decisions and choices. So we have to be creative in ways because, and this is also part of the moon that's going to be coming up. Let me get these all in order here. Ooh, it's becoming spring here now. And so we got little gnats all over the place. Okay, we're good. So, it all just depends on our brokenness in how we make our decisions. So let's see what the cards have to say for this week and see. But I'm going to say, if any of you are facing someone with pride, really high pride, it's going to be really hard to get through to that person, and they're not going to want to change. Because when somebody's in pride, they're in earth. They're in earth thought process. They're not in a spiritual process. It's all about what's on earth. It's all about what is here that they can get, what they can get material wise. So that person is going to be really sort of hard to break through. They don't want to transform. They're not ready to transform. All right. So first card out is Judgment in reverse. Okay, so with Judgment in reverse, that's an interesting one to come out in reverse. Because if we were to have it this way in the upright, you would have to be looking at what you've done in your life. It's sort of a life analysis. Okay, so this is a life analysis. What did you do that you could have changed? Again, we're talking about past energies. So what could you have done to change things to better? What could you do now for your future? That's the transformation here. But it came in reverse. So somebody is not even paying attention to their past of maybe wronging people or whatever. For me, I went back and I have been for this last year trying to right any wrong that I can recollect in my brain with anybody. So my job for me this year, spiritually, is to right the wrongs. So this is sort of like that energy. And that energy would be about, you know, not thinking in that process. It's like it's a me process. It's a materialistic process. Again, this is where we're talking about pride. Okay, that's that current energy of pride. So what we want to do is take a look at all the next cards coming up, because what is it in your life this week that you are not paying attention that is going to hinder your process, or maybe somebody you're coming into their process of transforming to a higher vibration, to a better life, to a positive life, to a whatever kind of life there. All right, because we can turn around, and we can turn that around and actually go down in the dumps, go down the spiral, start spiraling down into the toilet. That been there. How many people have been there? How many people's life spiraled down, had to make a decision, and then turn it completely around to a 180? I would love to know that for the people that are watching. I bet you there's a lot more people than just me out there doing that. All right. So here's a really good thing. Second card is the Knight of Wands facing the Judgment. So when it's facing the Judgment, it means that something is coming towards it that maybe you're going to be awoken in order to begin to change your thought process, or you're going to actually begin to manifest that in a different way. So for somebody, pride, I just keep hearing pride. Who's in your life that is so prideful? So it could be arrogant. I don't hear arrogant, but I hear so prideful that you just want to shake them up. Ugh. It's for that energy. Whoever's in your life like that. But this is your time to actually either sit back, analyze. We'll see if we'll see the Hermit. Yeah. So we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is where it goes wrong. This is where things are going to begin to, I bet you they're going to be like up and down, because you're missing out on opportunities. You're missing out on relationships. Somebody's missing out, and here's the thing, is the Magician is right in the middle of these two, and you can actually manifest and turn it around. The Magician holds the wand. The wand is all about all communication. It has a lot of meanings. However, it is a very spiritual thing, because it's also like, if you look at history in the Bible and things like that, it's the staff. The staff is the connection to the divine. So it is a very spiritual, very symbolistic. You have to look at the cards and see what the symbols are, look at them. And when you get a download, whoever is doing the tarot, if they get downloads, some people are not even connected to the divine to read the tarot. But when you do get that, then you pay attention to what they're trying to give a message as. Somebody's missing their opportunity, and it's not going to come back. I don't know who that's for, but this opportunity, you got to grab it right now. You got to drop the pride, whoever that is. Or if you know this person, you got to share with them. You're going to lose this opportunity because your pride. That's the message you need to give somebody that you love. You're going to lose out on this opportunity, and it's not coming back. Patty says it's not coming back. But no, it's not, because sometimes we're given a second chance. Sometimes we're not. I was given a second chance for a complete life change, that we all have our own destinies and the reason why we have things happen. But the thing I wanted most in my life, in my 20s, was to marry this person. He was not ready. But then I came home and to the United States, and I really loved him, but nothing really happened. And then all of a sudden, I had the opportunity. He came to ask me to marry him like a year later. And I had started dating somebody because I knew it was never going to happen. And look and behold, he came and asked me to marry him from another country, learned English. And I was so stupid back then that I said, well, let me think about it. So because he's from a different culture, I thought about it, and he said he'd wait. But then all of a sudden, because we didn't have phones and all that kind of stuff like that back then. I mean, we had the regular phone. Don't ask me why I never picked up the phone and called him and said yes, because I wrote him a letter and said yes. And then I got a thing back a month later saying, well, it's too late. My family arranged a marriage. I'm getting married in December. lost the opportunity that I had dreamt for of a lifetime. Now, did he come back? No, didn't. Did he marry the other woman? Yep. Did he have a happy life? I have no idea, because in that culture, you cannot talk to a single person or an ex once you're married again. So you miss out sometimes. Yep, you miss out. Do I regret it? You know what? There's not things I regret. You know why? Because the divine had its reason. You know, if the divine would have thought, okay, well, you know what? I'll allow that. You know, she said, yes, let's put that other person in the back and let them get married. There's a reason. There is a reason. And I'm happy for him. And he has 2 children that I know of. And, you know, I'm very happy for him. Do I miss him? Yeah. Do I still love him? Yeah. But love goes around. You know, I'll see him again once I pass over. Anyway, so somebody said, that's such a sad story. Who said that? It's not a sad story. It is, but it isn't. You know, we make our own decisions. And this is what the divine's talking about, guys. The decisions we make could affect you for a lifetime. It's like when you go and you have an overnight and you do this, that could affect you for a lifetime. What's called with an STD, tell you. Anyway, I don't know who that's for. So stop laying on your back. Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords. Ouch. And then we have Temperance. And then we have in reverse again. We're going to have a lot of reverses here. Is the 8 of Pentacles. Now, the 8 of Pentacles in the upright is about working really, really hard. Somebody doesn't give a shit. I hate to say that, sorry. I'm not one to really cuss. I'll use that word every now and then. But somebody doesn't really care because it's over. It's over for something. You've lost the opportunity. And then thank you. You think it's over. It's not. You have to have more patience. You have to have more patience. And you have to change your mindset, whoever this is, or the person that you're coming to, whoever it resonates with. You know, I'm going to tell you right here in the middle, if this is not you and it doesn't resonate with you, somebody is going to come into your life this week that it's going to resonate. Share this with them. Even if it's not their sign, just say, hey, I heard something this week that you might want to look at because this is you. All right. But something is going to end really quick. Either the thing is that you're trying to manifest that isn't happening is going to end really quick. Somebody's going to be really upset. However, if you have patience, that can come back around. And if that does come back around, you better be paying attention because it's very rare that you get the second opportunity of the same thing. Time to change that mindset from an earth to a spirit. You know, because if you change it from earth to spirit, that pride goes. Saying, you know what, I'm not all that in a bag of chips, you know, and we aren't. We're all equal. Doesn't matter, you know, if you're a dishwasher or if you're a CEO, everybody is the same. Everybody's born the same. Everybody eats the same. Everybody craps the same. Everybody dies the same. Well, you know what I mean. So nobody. Trust me, when people get pride and ego in there, oh man, you said either a red flag on me or I'd take off because there's no talking to you. Oh, 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 oh. Wow. Okay, so getting some clarification here. So, and the clarification is on the now. So remember I said somebody needs to change from the earth mindset, from thinking of everything, oh, what I see, I want, and it's all about this, what we have right now, and not changing it to the mindset of the spirit of saying, hey, 2-dimensional, what really matters is what I can't see, love, kindness, sharing, giving, whatever. I think, you know what? The Hierophant really popped up right at the right time. Hierophant, for those of you that are brand new to tarot, is the closest to the divine you can get. It is a teaching, learning experience. Somebody needs their eyes opened or is going to get their eyes opened with this full moon. Ah, ha, ha. Something's going to happen, and it's going to cause probably some pain because we have this twice. So it's time to end. So if you look at it, it's the number 10, ending and beginning at the same time. So death to ego is newness to spirit. It's about your mindset. Because if you want to keep going to earth, you know, you're just going to have a roller coaster of a life. Betrayal, you're going to have lies, you're going to have cheating. It's when you go to spirit and peace and kindness and love and truth, then you don't need to worry about all that stuff. You don't need to worry when the pride is there. And here's the thing. We've got the spider as the creative energies for the future. This is the full moon coming in. This is clarity. This is clarity on how to do something different, more creative, how to think more creatively, how to manifest more creatively, how to move forward in a higher vibration, more clear. Because when I talk about this on the 26th for the full moon, you're going to see that the clarity is all about the moon and the planets right at this time. It's about a spiritual awakening. And it's scary for some because, for example, if you have an ability and it begins to grow and overwhelm you, it's scary, especially if you're so new to it. But the thing is, if you embrace it rather than fear it, if it's a good ability, then you will be able to grow and have more creative things happen in your life. But if you don't, then a lot of people can't handle that. I was explaining to someone this morning, when I first got my abilities and I said yes to them, that yes, go ahead and give them to me. I was overloaded. I had hearing, I had energies, I had knowing, clairvoyance. I had all this coming in, and I literally shut down because I was so scared. I didn't know which one to focus in on first. I didn't know what to do first. I thought I was going nuts. And so I finally had to say, could you slow them down a little bit? And first came in audio, then came in, and they did. They did. Anyway, page of, again, this is again, page of cups. This is creativeness, curiosity. And this is okay to be curious about what's happening in the future, what's going on in the future. It's great to be curious. However, this is why I do my readings only weekly, because whatever you choose to do, if I were to say, Divine wants you to go do this, and you're like, I don't want to do that, and you go this way, it's changed the energy and the vibrations completely. So Divine gives us energies to lift us up. What we want separates that energy, and we do what we want, and then lowers that vibration. And it's like, oh crap, here we go again. So I got to come back and do this and show them again. And then before you know it, oh, that was interesting. This was the bottom card, death. Now it's in the upright. So somebody is open to change. Somebody is opening to bettering their life. Somebody is open to, actually, I'm going to set that down. Somebody is opening to changing from an earth perspective to a spiritual perspective. Once you get to the spiritual perspective, I will tell you right now, you will know yourself 10 times better. You will love yourself 10 times better. And you will be open to helping others 10 times better. Because as I shared this morning, our gifts and what we are on this big green blue ball is not to end with us. It's to keep giving to somebody else, to help, to assist. Especially like in this pandemic. Everybody's got to come together. Yes. So that came up first. So we have the Page of Swords. And then we have the Star. Very beautiful. Balance. The Star is about balance, happiness. She's also very exposed. So the reason why she's not fully exposed, like the world or wherever it goes. But the thing is that, the sun, is that she's partially exposed. So she partially exposes herself to some people, but not all. She knows where the balance is. She knows who to share with and who not to share with. This is huge for you guys. Huge for you guys. Wow, I didn't realize we were this late. There is a lot of energy here. A lot of energy. Okay, so the main thing here is divine is what choices are you making? How are you making them? Are you making them earthbound, materialistic, or are you making them more for your heart, for your heart and your spirit? Are you, or is somebody very prideful? You need to really make sure that you maybe eliminate them for a while, or they, share with them, hey, you know what? You're not going to go anywhere. Your opportunities are going to be missed, and they are. I know people that are like this. Unfortunately, don't take this wrong, guys. It's a lot of men. And they've lost out on great relationships because of their pride. I really hate to say that, but I know a couple gentlemen that are in the younger, and I'm like, dude, you know what? Well, yeah. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always blamed to somebody else. When somebody's putting blame on somebody else, then they need to actually be woken up, because it's mostly about them. That's their brokenness. Where's the ouch card? Oh, here it is. I said that and I didn't even know. I honestly, I didn't know it was there. So the ouch is about healing. This is all about healing. Somebody's pride has to be healed. These are full moon energies, guys. These are full moon before we go. And I'll answer your question here in a second. So it is about coming together. It is about this balance. See, this last card was about balance. This is something that you're wanting and desiring. This is something somebody wanted. Something that somebody needs. So this full moon energy and these planets that are coming in, I'm not going to go into that, but there's a lot of squaring, trines, sextiles. There's a lot of this going on, a lot of clarity, a lot of spiritual awakenings, a lot of growth in your psyche, your intuition, your love of yourself. That is going to be coming on. And it says that it's coming apart. In all reality, it's not. It's the number 10. And the number 10, again, is about endings and new beginnings. Get rid of old self, new self. Old self, new self. That's how that is. But and that's a prayer that you've been asking for. Balance, more peace. But this healing process has to happen. And that's part of the moon as well, in the planets, because it's all definitely coming together. We're in Aquarius. It's moving forward. We're in the birth canal again, where I always talk about the birth canal. We're going through the contractions where it really, really hurts and pains. It's painful to heal, but then we get the rewards at the release, and then we contract and release. So we go through the pain, then we've got the joy of the reward. Then we go through the pain and got the joy of the reward. And that's how you get through all your hard times, is you just know that it's not going to last. The contraction is painful at the moment. However, it's not going to last, and then you're going to have some woo, yes, happy time. All right. All right. I don't know, Midnight, if you're still there. It is a personal question. Also, can we try pendulum? I don't know what pendulum is. You're always welcome to email me, all right? Anybody out there? I just had somebody email me from another country, and was shocked that she could email me questions, and we Skyped, and we got hopefully some peace and calm back in her life. But the thing is, you can ask me questions. I don't charge for that. People are shocked. It's like nobody does that out there. These are gifts. If I charge for my gift of helping others, then I'm not helping others. If there are people that want one-on-ones and really intense one-on-ones, yes, I'll charge for those my time. Or a coaching session, yes, I'll charge for those for my time. But it isn't me that makes that call. The divine says, go help this person. And I do. And I open the door. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to email me. The email is down below if it's very personal, email me down below. If it gets really intense and lengthy that we have to talk about it, all the time, then yeah, that's a coaching session. But the thing is, I'm always open to help. Okay. So I hope that in the future that, and also too, thank you for coming in and saying hello or where you're from. This is a new channel. So, and I do my tarot different. I do them live because I really think it's important to have these current energies that are going on, to be able to feel them with my viewers. I don't do my tarot like anybody else. I do my tarot with the divine. I do it with the planets and numerology. And it all comes together because it's all energy. That's what being an empath is about. Energies. That's what it is. My gifts are hearing, my gifts are clairvoyance, my gifts are that, but it's all about energies. And that's what divine is. So, with that said, definitely midnight, if you are there, definitely email me. I'll listen to your question and get back with you. Sure. And I usually within 24 hours, depending on the busy day, but usually it's within 24 hours. So don't forget to come on the full moon on the 26th at 1 o'clock. Again, that's live and open. You can ask questions. I will take questions as I go through the process. If it's outside of that, then I'll answer them at the end, always. But I think it's really important to interact with our viewers because you're the ones that help create our page. But the thing is, I appreciate my viewers more than anything. So I hope this has helped. I hope that you guys have a really good week. Focus in on who's coming around you with pride. Help them through that it's not working for them. Help them to, change and transform their thinking. I mean, you can't fix them. You cannot fix them. You can give them tools, an aha moment. You can plant a seed. You can do all that kind of stuff with them. All right. See you next week on the 1st of March. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's March already, guys. Be safe out there, be healthy, and walk in love and truth. All right, take care.